Yeah, man, we got Jamal and we got big ups to Avery back from Jamaica. Yo, you got you got like a souvenir? You got to go right into that, brother. How was Jamaica? How was the tropics?
Brought this bottle back, Yeah,
I still have those bottles you brought me after rap, man. Wow. So you got Liddy out there.
Yeah, no, fucking I got super wasted out in Jamaica. Jamaica was lit though, man.
Wow.
Went cliff jumping, went bamboo rafting, fucking snorkeling and shit. Snorkeling was actually dope in Jamaica.
I bet
fucking I wanted to do the pod, but females and everything not allowing me to do that, so that's fine.
Jamal, how you doing? Did you miss him? Did you how's your week been, man? You've been MIA. You've been hibernating.
I've been hibernating. I've been looking at best case scenarios for the introduction, just doing my craft.
Wow.
I did want to ask, when you do travel, are you the type to collect alcohol bottles or shot glasses?
I think you froze. Oh no! Oh, we keeping moving.
Well, do you bring back shot glasses or
alcohol? You know what? I'm not. I don't know if I'm a souvenirs. I'm more of a shirt guy. I'm like I'll bring a sweat. I'll get a sweater.
When we went to Arizona, you got the sweater, right? So
yep. Yeah. I got the hat, and the guy from the CVS was like, "You guys traveling?" That's me. What about you? Are you serious?
Yeah. So I brought back the socks from Arizona. I wore them once. Washed them. I lost one side and
that's it. Goodbye.
Never seen it again.
I love the setup of the spot, man. The feng shui. It's really cool. Has like
I was watching everyone's background, and one of the fans pointed out she loves Andrew's background. It's so colorful.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. So I worked with a friend of mine, Sarah. Hopefully we can get her on the pod. She's a huge NHL fan, but she's a fan of the pod. Ryan saying he's watching the pod with his folks and people are really enjoying it and tuning in, man. I know. Avery, are you back on? Okay, here we go.
I'm back.
Your friends were watching the pod too, right?
Yeah, no, I got a bunch of my buddies watching.
Yeah, we're trying to get some guests on here, so keep on the lookout for our future guests. It's gonna be cool. We're gonna try to mix it up.
I officially put the podcast link on my TikTok. In my link.
Wow. So, very good. So
when I start doing commercials and stuff and start telling them to, hey, click the link,
Can we get a graphic for that? I don't know what, All right, there's the graphic. There you go. We're back. So I want to just kind of check in with the NFL really quickly before we get into the Tommy Fury Jake Paul fight and the whirlwind of the basketball world. Kevin Durant made his debut for the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, just watched that game.
So Justin Fields, quarterback for the Chicago Bears. He might get traded. He might not get traded. He's gonna. They drafted what's the guy's name that they drafted for the Chicago Bears that they're going to be trading away. Either way, I don't know if he is going to do it or not, but the word around town is that they should trade him away and that Justin Fields should get a new start somewhere else. So I don't know. I know. Do you guys have any thoughts about that? Are you first of all, are you a Chicago Bears fan? Are you Avery? Are you? I know you're not a big football guy, but from what you know, are you like a Justin Fields guy? Are you like
I'm not really a big football guy at all. So I basically just follow what I hear from the small basketball portion shows that I watch.
Right.
So,
well, he is a great quarterback. He's like a young, cool quarterback. I think Chicago should take some more time with him, give him another year, as well as like Lamar Jackson. He doesn't want to go anywhere because they're not guaranteeing his $50 million or whatever the heck he's going after. In other football news, Carson Wentz got released by the Commanders. That's crazy. Yeah. So it's fairly new. And then Russell Wilson, we have the stat graph of Russell Wilson. He had his own office. When he first season with the Broncos. He had his own nutritionist, and he had his own QB coach. So coaches on the second floor did not like that. Some coaches said if they won, I think Sean Payton, the new coach of the Broncos, said if they had won, nobody would have complained. But because they didn't win, coaches were like, why is this guy on the second floor? He should be on the first floor in the locker room with his other players. Yeah. So that's just a quick update with the NFL. Obviously, it's not going on right now, but I just wanted to kind of check in with that. Jamal, what were your thoughts on the Tommy Fury, Jake Paul fight? I know you're a big MMA guy.
Hey, let me ask you, did any of you guys watch it?
I watched it vicariously through you guys, man. Franklin was like texting, blowing up the phone. You know what I mean?
All right. So first I want to say, I already respect Jake Paul. After seeing him fight, I'm like, you know what? You actually reaffirmed. And
he's a fighter. He's a fighter. I saw the highlights.
Yeah.
I saw the highlights. And then I saw the breakdown of the fight, right? And I was like, oh wow, it wasn't even like a knockout or anything, even though he put him down for a second.
Yeah. So they went the full 8 rounds, I believe. On top of that, Jake Paul looked off. So after the fight, I looked at the clips from his Anderson Silva fight. He looked sharp, on point, And then I watched his.
What do you mean? Can you elaborate on that a little bit? Like this kind of in his eyes a little bit. Do you mean?
Okay, so Mike Tyson always says it's the square up where they touch gloves. That's when you can tell if you won or lost the fight. So I'm looking at Tyson Fury. I'm looking at Jake Paul, and I'm like, okay, perfect. They're both squaring up, and then Jake Paul broke first, and I'm like, okay, that doesn't seem like him And then going into the second round, he picked up speed. He was more sharp. He was up, but then like Tommy Fury kept matching everything, and I still don't understand how Jake Paul lost, even with the knockdown. So I don't know. So yeah, he earned my respect. I thought it was a good fight.
Yeah, it was a good lead-in. You watched the fight, Avery? You said he froze again. Well, at least he froze on like a Zoolander. You know what I mean? Yeah. I saw the lead in. I saw the lead into the fight. I don't know, man. When they do that lead in and they're sitting there and they're getting in each other's faces, I'm like, wow, the confidence that they have. I think that Jake Paul took it like a G. He lost.
Yeah. And he took it up. That too. His speech after, he was completely modest. He's like, you know what? I am in a completely new league.
Yeah.
And so he went in humble. I'm like, you know what? That's good. And
you can't knock somebody that does that.
Yeah, exactly. But it's good. And there might be a second match, more
so
money.
How long is the rematch? Like, how long does it take for a rematch to happen? Is that like a 6 month? Because I remember Franklin was saying it's like it could be 6 months, it could be a year.
So now that's the thing. So I don't know if they're fighting under the actual boxing rules, but if they're fighting under Jake Paul's original league, the influencer league, I don't know what the rules are there. So so I don't know.
So okay, remember last pod you said the question was if I could own a league. I said cricket, and I still stand by that. But then I did some more research, and The Rock has the XFL league, which is a football league that he has. It has, I think, 7 teams. He's the owner of it. And I also think, who is the other owner of Stefan Marbury has a league that he owns in China as well. So it's cool. Like and also with the pickleball teams, with like Kevin Durant getting a team, LeBron James getting a team, it's kind of cool. Like, it doesn't have to be these big, like, juggernaut,
play towards.
Fucking ridiculous. Is Jordan shit fucked up too?
Yeah. We were just
no, fucking that's usually my new system that I have. I could literally, like, from my phone pause everything else. So I literally, now that when I do the pod, I'll usually go and pause everything first and then fucking shut off my phone and
That's
then shut off my TV. Yeah, it's on this app.
It was a good fight, man. I liked, and then I was just saying to Jordan that is Jake Paul's speech after the fight. It was completely humbled. Like, he was just
I actually didn't see the speech.
He was just like, you know what, you can't win them all. He said he was off. He's like, I was off the whole fight. But he's like, that's no excuse. So like, I respected all that as well.
Did they end up fucking actually like sticking?
So yeah, we had a little technical difficulties. We have Avery back.
No, I got disconnected for sure before I said anything. But I got lucky and fucking walked into a bar as that fight literally was starting in Jamaica, and then got to watch the entire fight. I think there was a lot of hugging in the whole fight, but I find in a lot of matches that tends to happen. Kind of
in matches where the fighter was frustrated, because
I don't know.
Did you see every time they're clenching, like they were saying something like, hey, like,
I don't know. I just think, like, if there was a fight that you were at with your boys and you seen you and your buddy and whoever he fought did that for half the fight, you'd be like, yo, man, that fight was really weak. I don't know what the fuck you guys were doing the entire time.
No, I know.
I'm not saying it was a terrible fight, but like, I also didn't think that I was happy Fury won and the entire bar went nuts when Fury won. But I do think I wouldn't have been surprised if they went with Paul at the end of the fight either. Like, it wasn't like a clear-cut winner to me to say that Fury won the fight. Again, I wanted him to win the fight, but I don't think it was a clear-cut win.
What do you think of the moment when Logan Paul got his that time where the announcer went over to him and he kind of chimed in a little bit? Do you think that kind of threw Jake Paul off a little bit in the ring?
I highly doubt they could even hear that shit, though.
You don't think it was on the PA? Interesting.
I don't know, like maybe, like even if it was, do you think?
Because he did, he was like, Tommy Fury's a bitch, Tommy Fury. You know what I mean? I'm not saying, I'm just repeating what he had said. You know, please, but I think it was on the PA, man, because people were like, oh, so I don't know, maybe that kind of jinxed his bro. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of pressure, and then you know what, the psychological aspect, where the fight was supposed to happen, got rescheduled. The fight was supposed to happen, got rescheduled. That's gonna play an effect on the guy's mind. So Jake Paul going into the fight, who knows what he was going through mentally.
And Avery, I was asking Jamal, do you know when that fight would be, the rematch? Is it going to be 6 months from now? Is it going to be a year from now?
The rematch? I didn't even know that.
Well, Jake,
we don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, he's been saying he wants to do a rematch, which I'm sure he's going to want. He's going to do it. Obviously,
if I'm Fury, I'm good. I already won. Why do I need to fight you again?
And they did a winners take all too.
Yeah. Oh, let me ask. His Fury's response when he won, he started crying, and
real G.
Do you think he was too emotional? Like, at his level, his caliber of athlete, beating someone like an influencer, like, did you have to cry, or
I don't know, I'm gonna be honest,
feel Jake Paul was a threat, or
I feel
maybe it means something, man. Maybe every fight.
I think it was a family thing. Yeah, but
pretty terrible at holding emotion, so I'm not one.
You don't hold them. You cry and stuff. That's great.
I
would never have guessed.
I could see myself crying at like a big deal thing, but maybe not winning against Jake Paul. I don't know. I might be crying because, like, I don't know what, like, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to win $9 million. Like, my first thought would be like, $9 million. I don't know. So maybe that's what was going through his mind. I don't know.
What did you fly going to Jamaica? Did you fly like Swoop? Oh wow.
Yeah.
What is that?
Never heard of this airline before.
Wow.
When we got the ticket, I was like, man, I hope this is a real flight, because I've never heard of Swoop.
Well, any more thoughts about the MMA fight? Any more thoughts about MMA?
That's all they're gonna get. Let's move it on.
All right. Well, that takes us out of that segment. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that little notification bell. And we'll be right back on Below the Rim Podcast. Ball is out for the rest of the season. Avery, what are your thoughts, bro? Like, LaMelo was like killing it, and he needs some milk. He's out, broken ankle.
That injury was real weird. I think him fucking breaking his own ankle is one of the first times I've seen that ever. I think they also have the worst of luck, the Ball family right now. Like, Lonzo's out for the year, LaMelo's now out for the year.
That was a weird injury. Like, what? He can't even like walk like Lonzo can.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I think that realistically it doesn't matter though too, because I don't think Charlotte has a chance to go anywhere right now. Now it just puts in a better chance for them to have fucking for the draft right now, but I don't think they're anywhere near getting the Victor Wembanyama fucking stakes.
Wow, you said his name correctly. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
LeBron James, do you think he's going to be out for the season? He's getting second opinions.
I'm pretty sure we're supposed to find out in like 2 weeks.
He's going to be reevaluated. You think the Lakers are done? I think they're done. I think that's it.
Right now, I'll tell you,
Several.
I think the Lakers game actually just finished. We'll give you a breakdown on that.
So that's 2 players injured.
Hold on, Lakers game just finished. Hold on, I can get the results right now. Oh, they won 123, 117. They won against the Thunder. Wow. Okay. So they won.
There you go.
So they're still in it, man. And this was tonight. This was like a must-win game. Let's see the stat line.
They were playing OKC, so they should have won that shit.
Hey, Shai Gilgeous is playing like an all-star, man, perennial all-star out there.
Shai's a pimp.
He's incredible.
Fucking. What do you guys think about the Westbrook deal?
What do you think about the Westbrook deal?
I think Westbrook
P95.
P95. Shout out to Blue Streak.
P31. What do you think? I think it's a piece of shit. Yeah.
The Blue Streak. Hey, Avery, you seen that movie?
Yes, 100%. I've seen that movie. That's so lit. Great shout out.
So Russell Westbrook had a quote. He said that, he's been in the league for so many years, and because he had that standing ovation from the Clippers crowd, to hear them roar and do all that. They're 0-3 right now, but I don't think it's Russell's fault because Ty Lue benched him against Denver. And then I just think they just had some bad plays down the stretch yesterday against, I think it was the Timberwolves. I like it, man. Even when Russ is talking to the media, he's more open. He's more, responsible and taking accountability for his play, whether good, bad, or, in between. It's just, I don't know. I like it, man. I think that's a different part of LA that we don't get to see.
I seen Bill Simmons talk about this, and I actually agree with his quote where he's
what'd he say?
I find it funny that people think Westbrook could be the missing piece on a team, and it's true. I don't know how many times teams are going to try with Westbrook, but it's very clear that on a winning team, he's not the missing piece. Wow. And I don't know. I'm amazed that a guy like Kawhi Leonard signed off on.
But were they winning though? They were 3-4 above 500. They weren't.
I know, but they're a team. They're a team who has championship aspirations, and which
they never reach ever.
That's where they want to be. And if they think that that's where they want to be, and they now want Westbrook to be that missing piece guy, I'm astonished. But I would have kept rolling with John Wall. But did John Wall even get picked up? Actually,
I don't think so. Pat Bev got picked up. He's on Chicago.
They had Pat Bev get picked up.
Because Chicago needed a point guard. They don't have anybody because Lonzo's injured. Who is there to help DeMar? And I think they won 3 in a row or 2 in a row or something like that.
Chicago, no, they won tonight, but they lost the other night to.
So 3 out of 4 games they've won since signing Pat Bev. Phoenix won tonight against the Charlotte Hornets.
KD looked good.
He made his debut. Whoa.
3 did not. I was pretty depressed about that.
Devin Booker had 37 points. Now, Jamal, on one of our previous pods, the last pod that we had the 3 of us on, you said KD was on. You never paid attention to KD because he was on the teams that you liked. Do you? Because you didn't have a chance to have a clear take on it. Do you like I'll ask this. Do you want him to win a championship? Do you want KD to win a championship? Who would you rather? Here's the question. So here's the graphic. Would you rather KD win a ring in Phoenix with Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton, Monty Williams, Devin Booker,
D-Book,
or who got 37 points tonight? Shout out. Or Russell Westbrook wins a championship in LA with Kawhi and Paul George?
Who deserves it more?
I don't not like Durant that much. He clearly deserves a ring. So I'm gonna have to give it to Durant with that one.
Wow, I can. Okay.
That's actually a good comp because KD and Kawhi. Kawhi's got?
Kawhi has 2.
Kawhi has 2. KD has 2. Right?
But I want Russ to get 1, man.
Russ
least.
has none. Paul George has none.
And Chris Paul has none for Phoenix.
None. Chris Paul has none.
Okay, would you classify Westbrook as a diva?
I think he was one, and then I think he humbled up a little bit because I think he realized I just think who he naturally was, I think, in my opinion, I think he kind of pulled it back.
I think it's actually fair to say that he probably isn't the guy that he was a handful of years ago. And until he dials it back on that, he's probably never gonna get, especially if they don't win a ring this year. Even if they do, he's probably not staying as a starting role. But if they don't win a ring this year, I think it's probably clear that people are going to be out on Westbrook.
Or even get close, like the the closest that he's ever been since OKC. I
think he might be out of the league.
So like
he's going to get picked
down.
up.
His stock's going down.
I don't know.
Like, think about it.
Think about it.
He played on LA. For a decent, it's not like they weren't giving him time. He was basically had the 6-man role. He was putting up good numbers as the 6th man. Shipped fucking this Utah trade. Utah buys him out because they're like, we don't want any nonsense of this. He goes to LA now. He's putting up good numbers again, but that's kind of the Westbrook thing. He puts up good numbers, and
he's a solo act. But but Kawhi did say in a quote, he was like, he's getting us involved. He's happy with how he's playing, man.
So maybe it's just the viewers. Maybe it's just, maybe he has no problem or issue. Maybe it's just maybe it's us.
I think it's the media that's making like that's that could be that.
Players never have anything bad to say about Westbrook, and the media always does. But to be fair, the media always does because the stats show that Westbrook is bad for teams. There's like a billion numbers that show that Westbrook doesn't fit and will actually ruin basketball teams. But teams seem to gamble on him all the time because they're like, he's an MVP. He averages triple-double. He's not a bum by any means, but he doesn't work for a lot of teams. Westbrook's best team is the Washington Generals, okay? He could just go out there, destroy people, and probably still beat the Harlem Globetrotters. But he's actually good for the team. He just needs, if Russ had the ball 48 minutes a game, he would do good. But other than that, he's bad for a team, guys. Sorry.
I feel like this narrative only started last year on the Lake. Like only started last year.
No, it's been a narrative since he was on OKC. He's always been bad for teams. Like if you look at all last year's team, they're all not in the league right now. So
Dwight Howard was getting the 3-pointers in the 3-point contest in Taiwan. He was
did you see his fight? Yeah, there was a fight that broke out in the Taiwan league. I saw that. Yeah. And Drew said that he dropped 85 points in another graph. He sent me another thing where like a little graphic or something.
I think if I was playing in the Taiwan league, I would drop 85 points.
Well, you got that J. You got that J.
I wouldn't be scared.
Raptors signed guard Will Barton. They waive. Juancho Hernangomez.
Oh, really? They waived him?
Yeah, they waived him. That was the guy who was in Hustle with Adam Sandler and LeBron James. He's a good actor.
I really thought his fucking career would break out after that, but turns out get signed anywhere else?
No, not that I know of right now. I mean, it's kind of cool that Masai did that for the culture, like the basketball culture in Toronto, because it's like, you bring in this guy and he's just in this movie that, I liked it. So, but, I guess, the Raptors are switching things up.
Hustle?
I thought it was a great film. I thought it was. Did you like it?
Did you like it more than the Giannis flick?
I couldn't. Sorry, Jamal's message in the thing. Yeah, I didn't watch it. I saw like the trailer. I didn't see it. So
it's literally the same. They're both the same movie. That's why I wasn't the biggest fan of Hustle, because the Giannis movie came out first, and it's the same premise. And fucking the Giannis movie is actually a true story, at least.
Right. Interesting. Okay, I got to check that one out. The Giannis story. All right.
It's basically just like a kid on the rise from the ghetto, fucking trying to make it. And
from Greece though.
Yeah. So
yeah.
It's the same fucking story. The only difference.
You lost him? Damn it. Well, we got to keep it going. Here we go. Luka Doncic is, I think they are 1-3 since acquiring Kyrie Irving. And Jason Kidd kind of called him out in the press conference and said that, we got to get more mature with the calls from the refs. Luka says in his press conference that he was probably right. Jason Kidd was probably right. I have a question for you, Jamal. If you owned a team, because last week we talked about, owning a team and so on and so forth. So what would your best stadium be like? Tiger Woods is building a whole new golf stadium. We have a graphic of that. Buffalo Bills, they have a new stadium coming out. They're also the LA Galaxy. They're building a new kind of stadium as well. With all these teams building new stadiums and all this thing, Jamal, what kind of stadium would you have? What kind of would it be like? Would you want like a state of the art stadium? Would you want it to be like the LA Rams Coliseum, where it's like a renovation of something that was once there? What would you like?
So remember the Coliseum, like you see the depictions, or I don't know. Gladiator, right? But over time, half of the stadium is like broken.
Yeah.
Okay, keep that in your mind. Picture now a stadium, state of the art. It still has that broken look. So like that V taper.
Yeah.
Now that taper is for anybody who can't afford to get in the stadium. They can like stand there and like use their binoculars and peek in.
Right on. Yeah.
And
yeah.
then, it's going to have everything. It's going to have like the little, every phone, I don't know if you guys remember the movie theaters. Sometimes like the seat thing used to like come up.
Right.
So
yeah.
you should have like a little touchpad. So you
Right
just
on,
push
right
the
on,
thing
right on.
and then the delivery comes down, no problems, no complications.
I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
well,
the most important question, it's going to hold between 80 and 100,000.
100,000. So you're going like big soccer, European, big stadium. Okay, nice. We'll circle back. We just had to have a little segue while your Wi-Fi. You need to shout outs to the Sault Ste. Marie, but you guys got to work on the Wi-Fi out there, man. This is crazy. I think we lost him again.